Bullshit. Bullshit. Come on. Don't bullshit me.
This is bullshit.
Everything that guy just said is bullshit.
Welcome everybody. Welcome to the Absolute BS podcast. This is your host, Anthony Vega or Tony Vega. You can call me that. I can't get used to saying my name like that. But anyway, thank you all for coming. This is going to be a very kind of like an update show. We're gonna have some things to discuss. Westbrook situation for the Lakers, some of the news coming out, and some of the LeBron situations in terms of what to expect for the month of September and maybe October. So everybody, buckle up, fasten your seats. I'm going to introduce the one, the only, the blunted one. Thank you, sir, for coming. Always appreciate it.
I'm fixing up my seatbelt right now, man, so we can buckle up for this
Yeah,
ride because it's gonna be a fast one, quick one.
dude.
And
Yeah, it's gonna be fast shooting, guns blazing. Well, no guns are allowed, but you understand the you know the thought process here. It's gonna be a little bit more. It's gonna be more right to the point. A little bit of our commentary, and who knows if we want to make this 15 minutes and it ends up being an hour, like we always do.
yeah, no, man, I appreciate you actually for bringing me on the podcast. Like always, you guys hit the like button, share, subscribe to the channel because we're dropping heat apparently. So for all you viewers out there that have been watching us, we appreciate you. Thank you so much. Just do us the favor again, hit the like, share, and subscribe button for us, please.
Yes, please. And also understand, we for those who are new viewers, for those who don't know, we recently, I think this week, we launched the Cafeteria Room YouTube channel. So if you have not subscribed yet, I'm going to leave the link below. We dropped our first episode, and supposedly, I think for tomorrow, Friday, the 16th of September, we're going to drop our second episode. So please like, share, and subscribe. That is very different from ABS, but it's just us and a lot of life things, but watch that first episode. It's gonna give you the flavor of what that channel is all about. So
no, I appreciate that plug-in for sure.
Yeah,
Man, I appreciate that. Yeah, y'all go hit up the Cafeteria Room, subscribe to that channel. It's a lot different from what we do here. But it's fun too, and we got some banging episodes coming out from there actually really soon. So, hey, Laker Nation, y'all keep tuned.
Yeah, exactly. I'll keep tuned for that. There's going to be more to come. We are ever evolving and ever trying to figure this thing out. So
yeah,
and if you don't like this format, if you don't like anything, please, yes, there is a dislike button. We don't like you using it, but at the same time, gives us an indication if you like this or not. And also comment. We can't fix what we don't know. So
yeah, exactly.
And so here we go. You're ready for this? So we have some sort of confirmation for LeBron's minicamp in September. Yeah, it's been interesting. Like, I've been doing a lot of things. I got my kids, school, running around, doing stuff, medical appointments, everything. And then I just pop into my phone and it's kind of like 500 messages. And I'm like, oh, did Russ get traded? And it's like, no. It was all because Cole Swider decided to make a podcast. And can you explain it more? Because you heard it from the beginning to the end. I just got the
I actually haven't finished it. I did listen to it. It's just like Cole Swider decided to do a podcast. It's actually kind of funny because he kind of has the same vision that we have for the Cafeteria Room. So, Cole Swider, if you're watching this, bro, dude, we should link up. And I know I'm not anybody, but hey, I'm a young entrepreneur, and worst thing you could say is no. So, hey, shooting my shot. Hit me up, Cole Swider. We can link up and kind of share some ideas, and I'd love to have you on the pod. Anyways, I digress. Yeah, so I did listen to it. He's just pretty much like he kind of just introducing his what his podcast and kind of what he envisions it to be. And I haven't listened to it fully. I did kind of skip through it and finally got to like where he's talking about the Lakers and stuff like that. And it sounds like September 22nd is a day that he flies out to San Diego, specifically for the LeBron James minicamp. So I'm not sure if he's going to train that day or the next day. Just kind of speculating. Maybe maybe it's the next 2 days, and they get that Sunday off, and then offload media day, and then the Lakers training camp, and then they got to get like a week ready or something like that because they got to play the Warriors. And so September 22nd, I believe, is either the day that it starts or Cole Swider just gets there and the next day it starts. So that's kind of a confirmation on when the date is. If y'all don't believe me, y'all can go up to Cole Swider's podcast, and I got the timestamp, which is around the 54-58 mark. So we don't have any sources. We just kind of do our own digging, and so y'all can take whatever he said as the date, the official date, or the next day is going to be the official day. So we have at least a time frame of when that date is, which is definitely next week. So if nothing happens before, I guess then I guess just expect Russ to be on the roster.
Yep. It's now that we got that part out, let's just roll into the next, because you kind of set it up to the next discussion, and it's this, there's a lot of rumors flowing around now. Like, I'm gonna post some things here in post edit, hopefully, like if I have the time, but I'm gonna see if I can show off some of my video editing skills in this video. But supposedly there's some how can I say this? There's jazz notes. There's and we're talking about Twitter for all those. Like there's some
NBA trade report.
And basically just so you understand, we are not sourced. We're just reading the tea leaves, reading whatever leaves, brushes, fires, or smoke, or whatever there is, and trying to make some interpretations. And honestly, just reading the reports and getting some data from it. But honestly, from our understanding, it seems
what's funny? Know how we remember we on our last episode we were like, this doesn't happen, blah blah blah, and the next day the Lakers post it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we were all curious, why is Russ not in the facility? Well, I believe on their Instagram there's a picture of Russ in the facility hugging Austin Reeves, and I believe they posted that today.
Right now.
Yeah, either today or yesterday, or they. Yeah.
I mean, so let's put this here. Let's talk about the trades, and then we can circle back on that, because honestly, I agree. It's kind of crazy because Lakers fans have been talking all summer. No, Russ has not been in the facilities. No, the whole summer league, the whole the LeBron on one side, Russ in the other. People can make assumptions. People can connect some dots and be like, well, no. And all the rumors, every single trade, the Lakers have to be in it in some capacity, or some, like the Donovan Mitchell trade. Oh, can that be a 3-team deal? Oh, can the Utah Jazz get in? Or it's this thing, it's ever revolving door of where Westbrook lands. Now, recently, we've kind of assumed Lakers were rolling into the season with Russ. And honestly, it seems like that is the case. But today, what do you think? Because the reports say something, and reports, I don't know if I can call it a report, more like a rumor, is that the Lakers and Utah are close to a deal, and the only hang-up is Vanderbilt. Am I reading that wrong? Am I understanding that wrong? What do you think, Allan? Because I think it was Conley.
Notes, right?
I think it was Jazz Notes. It was Conley. Let me see if I can find it around here. Make sure that I'm not mistaken, but it's a combination of. Oh my goodness! See, this is what happens when your computer starts glitching a bit. Yeah, I can't find it right now. It's been
Can't find Jazz Notes either for some reason.
yeah. Who knows if it was hashtag Jazz Notes? Here we go. Let's see if that works. Nope, can't find it at all. Anyways,
I'm gonna go look for
I'll
it.
yeah look
We
for
have. I
it,
mean, I'm gonna look for it.
but we can discuss at least some of the because we know by heart kind of the details, and it's just this thing where the Lakers supposedly are in a position that they want to just get one first in this deal. They don't want to put two first, and then it's just this negotiation of how much salary does the Lakers eat, how much does it take to make the deal work? Like if Conley's included, if Beasley's included, if Bojan has to be included in whatever iteration of the deal. So, nah, I don't. I don't know because that's four players. If you add Vanderbilt, and I don't know if the Utah Jazz are willing to just part ways like that because it's also salary. Like it's and Vanderbilt it is a good piece. So I'm not 100% sure on that report. Did you find it by
I'm
any
looking
chance?
for it. I'm looking for it.
Like it's lost, right? Like
Yeah, it's lost. Yeah, I'm gonna find it right now. I think I'm
yeah.
getting there.
All right. Well, we can continue. Then the other report is from and I have this one up. Let me pull it up quickly here. It's the NBA trade report, and it says sources. That's another keyword for this for for this offseason. Sources say Charlotte Hornets have been considering a trade for Lakers Russell Westbrook as a last-second move to bolster their roster. Now, that part right here there has problems because adding Russell Westbrook to bolster roster is interesting. It's an interesting way of putting it, but Charlotte has not done much this summer to improve the roster. That loss,
I
uh,
found them.
Miles
Found them.
Bridges and right before free agency opened. So basically, this is rumors, from my understanding. I don't think the Lakers are interested in this. There's iterations of that deal. I don't think it's. Is it possible? Yes. Is it likely? I don't know unless you do it for no picks, right?
Wait, what? I'm sorry. It's because I'm looking for that report.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. No, I'm just saying. Like, I kind of shifted to Charlotte while you were looking for the
Okay,
report.
so you're looking for Charlotte.
So Charlotte, what I'm trying to get at is if we look at the Charlotte rumor or the Charlotte, because there's no deal in terms of play. Like that tweet was just basically they're
Yeah, that tweet's kind
interested.
of weird. That is kind of. I don't know if the Charlotte are just kind of just throwing their names in there just to be like, "Hello, we still exist." Like we need
Maybe,
players too, or I don't know.
maybe, yeah. I don't know
They
about
did
that.
lose a like. I hate to say it, but they did lose a valuable asset and as a player in Miles Bridges. So I mean,
Yep.
they still got to. Honestly, I don't even think they should really even be thinking about trades or anything like that. I think they should just roll with what they have,
Yeah.
figure out what they're gonna do with Bridges, and I'll figure out next year because it's kind of already too late into the off season to be thinking about making any
Yeah.
moves. Then you're just kind of breaking up the roster, the continuity that's already kind of there with the guys with your core groups, and adding kind of an outsider and probably that doesn't want to be there because they
Correct.
don't know like that team right now is definitely like I don't want to say like tanking mode, but they're like their
They should
mindset
be.
has to
They
be
should
really
be
down.
tanking.
Yeah,
They should
they
be
have a
tanking.
mind. Their mindset should be like really down right now because again, whatever happened with Miles Bridges off the court is completely different to what he brings on the court. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
so he's a good basketball player, and I'm not even trying to like people are gonna probably kill me for saying all this. I don't. I my for one, let's just get it out there. I don't agree with what Miles Bridges did. Okay, let's just get that out there. But we're talking about the basketball player, and he was a role. He was a big role actually in Charlotte, and now they don't have that. So they're kind of just like, what do we what do we do? Like, there's nobody in free agency. There's not a lot of out there. We can trade with the Lakers, but like, do we really want Russ? Like that doesn't feel our competitive. That doesn't fit our competitive. Like we want to be competitive, and that doesn't fit what we need right now. So, and we just lost a wing, so we need another wing. So, I mean, yeah, they got wings, but like, I don't know. They should just they need to wait till next year. Finally, figure out what's going to happen exactly with Miles, and if the league's going to completely expel him from the league, and then kind of just go from there. Because I'm sure they're going to get some type of incentive from
Yeah.
some of that money they have to pay him. So I'm sure they'll get some of that money back, or like they'll pay him for. I don't know. Yeah, I don't. That's a tough that team. That team right now is in a like we talk about the Lakers and the Nets and the Knicks like have been in tough situations. And I think actually I believe the Suns and Charlotte are both like in worse positions than us, and that's because this shit happened off the court, not even on the court. So
Yeah.
they got to figure what they're gonna do first
Yeah.
before they even start thinking about trades. In my opinion, I would just roll with my core group that I have now. Keep building off LaMelo, keep him happy. Yeah, I don't know what his contract looks like.
So
I know
so for
he's due for
here's
an extension. I'm assuming, right?
yeah,
So
that's
focus
you
on keeping him happy so they can pay him next year
that's the thing. If they so
because
they
that's yeah
would
that's yeah because if he's
that would
not
be
happy,
24-25 season. So that would be
yeah, if imagine draw like not even their fault for Bridges, but that's kind of a loose case right there. So they lost a good player in him. Now you got to keep LaMelo happy. Imagine they don't keep him happy or he doesn't stay happy.
and he
You're gonna lose. You're
leaves.
gonna lose a generational talent. So and you're not gonna get a lot of those over there in Charlotte unless you draft them.
I wouldn't say he's generational. I would say he's star quality
I think
player.
he's generational. There's not a lot of point guards that could do what he can do at his
Mm,
size.
that's gonna be a different show.
Yeah, that's a different show.
That's a
I think
different show.
I like because you can. When I mean like generational, like
Yeah.
he's gonna be an all star. He's already an all star. Just kind of look at what he does and the things that he like his IQ and stuff like that. Like I don't want to say he's completely like up there with like Luca and all them, but he is still very young and I believe he's developed into a better player in each year. So I think he does have I think he does have generational talent because there's not a players. There's not a lot of what's the word? There's not a lot of LaMelo balls that you can go find out there in the draft or anything like that. So
Yeah.
that's what I mean by being generational because there's only going to be one LaMelo ball, and there're going to be people that form their game around him, but it's never going to be the same.
That's true. I mean,
So just like
I see your
Giannis,
point.
well, yeah, just like Giannis, just like Luca, just like just, you can even throw Joel Embiid in there if you want. Like, there's not going to be a lot of players like these players. There's going to be a lot of players that form their game around them and kind of involve. But yeah, those are kind of even
Yeah.
Jason Tatum. Like even no, never mind. I'm not going to say that.
Well,
I
good
stopped
thing,
myself on that one because
good thing you stopped yourself.
yeah, I stopped myself on that one because there was a player I was about to say, and I was like, no, I don't. I no, never mind.
Yeah. So the word that I would use better to fit what you're saying would be franchise player, like a franchise, the face of the franchise or the cornerstone or whatever you want to call it, because you can build, you can build a team around that. You can build for the next 5-7 years, a team revolving that player. So that's interesting. Yeah. So the problem with the
He's only
yeah,
21, so he's
that's
only
the
going to get
thing.
better.
Yeah. So
He's
it's
really young.
but does Lamelo want to stay in Charlotte?
I don't know.
That's gonna
That's
be the
the
interesting part.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
Charlotte's in a very bad position right now because
They can't
they
tank
they need to
without
yeah they can't take. I don't think they can tank if you want to call it that with Lamelo Ball on your team. You just can't.
correct.
Like
Yeah.
they need to be competitive because that guy's like again he's you want to call him generational franchise whatever you want to call him,
Yeah.
but he's gonna make your team better no matter what. And there's not a lot of those players out there, so he's gonna definitely want to be competitive, trying to win. He's young too, like really, he's only 21. Like he's he's gonna be hungry for a chip, and if he can't get it in Charlotte, I can probably tell you 29 other teams would probably try to go get that player right now if he was available or disgruntled, and they had the cap space and the money to actually give him for that.
Yeah, the problem with Charlotte is if they would trade for him, they probably want something
Oh yeah, they're gonna
an
want.
equal value,
They're gonna
not
want
only draft picks because they would want to kind of like, oh, give me
Yeah,
somebody who's a star level because they can't really attract
yeah,
star
nope.
level talent there.
Yeah,
So
and it's not gonna be. Yeah, there's no way it's gonna be easy to get LaMelo Ball out of Charlotte unless Charlotte just drops the bag.
yep,
That's gonna be that trade. If there is ever a trade, that's gonna be a almost Rudy Gobert type trade. I can say
yeah, that's true. That's
maybe
true.
like that would be like I would assume that'd be the asking price. I don't know exactly what like just because he's so young and he's already kind of good.
Yeah.
I see him being worth. I don't. Nah, I don't see him being worth. Like I don't know what price tag I could put on him, but I could see like people trying to like go. What did Rudy go for? Like 5 picks.
Yes, it was.
If Rudy went for 5, why can't LaMelo? You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, yeah, but the market was so hyped. Like Minnesota overpaid to the point where
oh,
it
of
didn't make
course.
sense. So I wouldn't take Rudy.
Wait, so wait, are you? I got a question. What is your? What do you think Lamelo's worth? Like, are you thinking he's like Donovan Mitchell type worth in a trade, or higher than that,
No,
or
lower,
less?
lower.
You think he's worth lower than Donovan Mitchell?
Yes, right now. So Donovan Mitchell is a proven playoff. Like he's proven that he works on a team to be playoff competitive. He's proven that he's all-star player for like he's proven more in the short span of his career than LaMelo has. LaMelo has shown brilliance and has shown kind of like the star potential, but he hasn't taken that step where Donovan has. At least that's my point. And
I don't
you
know,
know,
man. That's crazy.
because
You think
if
he's
you
worth less
trade
than
for him,
Donovan Mitchell?
but you're trading for
You're
him for his
trading for his.
potential, not for what he's accomplished.
That's what, but that's why you trade for a young star.
True, true, but
I,
again,
I
you're
mean,
asking.
he's already an all-star at 21.
I think, but only first time All Star. Like he's hasn't
That
been.
that's enough
But
to
was
prove
it?
that you have to prove that I think to prove that you have talent to like, you know, I don't want to say specifically lead a team, but I could see LaMelo on a championship roster and probably being maybe number 2, maybe number 2. I don't see him being number
Yeah,
3. I honestly think he's worth more than I don't want to say he's worth more, but I honestly see him going more than a Donovan Mitchell trade just for his potential alone.
I I kind of have to
He's
disagree
way
on that.
he's a lot
Yeah,
young. He's a because he's gonna be okay. So here's the next question. I know we're kind
sure.
of dragging on the LaMelo
No, that's
here,
fine. That's
but
this is part of the BS
this is the
experience.
question I have for you then.
Sure.
So do you think LaMelo Ball is gonna be a better player than Donovan Mitchell or no? Because if you don't think that, then I can see why you would say that. Because I think LaMelo Ball is going to be a better player than Donovan Mitchell. Yeah,
Mm,
because Donovan Mitchell's pretty much at his prime now.
I think.
Then yeah, I don't think we're going to see him get any
Well,
better.
even Donovan Mitchell's only like 26 or 25.
Well, no, he's like he's 25 already. But you're comparing it. We're like there's
Yeah. So what I'm trying to get at is
the
like,
decline for Donovan Mitchell is probably a lot higher than it is for LaMelo.
yeah, it just depends on the environment that you put LaMelo. Can he be better than? Okay, no.
That's the question.
My
Can he be
opinion.
better than?
My
Can
opinion
he be
is
better than Donovan Mitchell? That's the question.
yes, he can.
Okay, then
Yeah,
then I think he should go more than worth. Then his trade worth should be more than Donovan Mitchell.
but so the problem here is that so I am putting achievements like the achievements that Donovan Mitchell has done already
Yeah, but
higher
Donovan Mitchell's
than the
been.
potential of LaMelo. That's all I'm putting at. So you have to wait it out. Like for a team, you have to kind of wait out. Like, okay, am I gonna bank on the potential? If I put LaMelo in this situation in this team, is he gonna flourish? Or
I
because right
honestly
now,
look
like
at the team that he's in now. He's been
true,
pretty. He's been pretty good.
true. I know, but at the same time, like, are you gonna put him on the like? Can you put him on a playoff contending team and say like he's gonna be the key to unlock and maybe a potential championship or potential like that?
Oh yeah, I
Those are
think he
the
can. I think he can be on a championship roster and uh
here's the
flourish.
like I feel like it's more of a risk at this time. Like he needs to demonstrate kind of like more of that killer mentality, which sometimes he's shown that he doesn't. Like he's very passive and end of the games. He's very passive. Also, like he. So what I'm trying to say, like overall, he's great. He's just he needs to take that next step, and if he does, I would agree. Yeah, like he's on a Donovan Mitchell trajectory, or probably better. It's just
I think
I don't
he's.
know if
I
that
think
step is
he's.
going to be in Charlotte. That's another thing. Like I don't think that step's going to be in Charlotte. I think that
I
step
think he's
like he needs to
showing
get
that
out of out.
he like yeah he's. I think he's showing that he can definitely be on a championship roster and compete at a high level.
Oh, well, I mean, I hope to see it, and I hope it's the Lakers. Just putting it out there. That's a good window to kind of put LaMelo and be like, hey, come to LA.
I
Yeah.
honestly think he's gonna be a better player than Donovan Mitchell for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I can clearly see that. It's just again,
You
you can
got
be a good
to.
you can be a great player, but if he doesn't, if he plateaus, yeah, that's I've seen some of LaMelo games, and he has some of the best highlights you can see. It's very fun to watch, but there's points in the game where it's close, and he doesn't have that. He hasn't demonstrated kind of like let me take over this. He kind of differs a lot, but again, I could be wrong.
I
If
think
LaMelo, if you're watching this, please
I got your
prove me
back.
wrong.
I got your back, LaMelo. I'm over here
Prove me
protecting you,
wrong.
bro.
Prove me wrong.
I'm protecting you over here, dude. I got you, bro. You're gonna be an all-star, man.
And let's be frank.
I
I value
I think
LaMelo.
he's gonna
If he
go.
wears purple and
This is the
gold, he's
first
gonna
time
be the
that me
best.
and Tony disagree on something, guys.
Hey, it happens.
It's
We're not
crazy.
twins. We're not.
We
We
disagree
have
on
to.
something.
Yeah. No, but
It's crazy.
let's see what happens. I mean, with Charlotte, Charlotte has a lot to prove, and
Yeah, yeah.
like
They got a
let's be
lot
real.
to
Let's be
figure
real.
out. So
You have to develop Lamelo, and is Charlotte the place to develop him to the max? I don't think so. At some point, he has to
no,
get out
he's
of
got.
there.
I think he's gonna have to get out of there.
Yeah.
Honestly,
So Charlotte either has to trade him at some point, or they have to figure it out.
yeah, they got to
They have
figure
to
it
figure
out.
it out because everybody's looking for Victor next draft. So it's this thing where are they going to tank? And if they're going to tank, it's just one less year of Lamelo. So who knows if they're going to tank and trade? It's a possibility. It's my hot take. It's probably our hot take. But moving on, um, Utah. Do you have the Utah notes thing?
Oh yeah. Give me 1 second while I pull up. I need to.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Yeah, you're fine. So going back to Utah, so Utah would basically, it seems no matter what, we would get an iteration of, and Allan just went. See, this is what happens. We get technical difficulties, but um, so for Utah, it's this iteration that no matter what, the Lakers would get Bojan, which is fine. That's not a problem. The thing is, Bojan is not enough for a Russ trade. Russ makes 47 million. Bojan makes around 19, so you kind of need to add more salary to that. The easiest route would be to put Clarkson, Bojan, Beasley, or something of the sorts. There's many packages and iterations, but the thing here is, are the Lakers willing to move on that first pick? And I think they are. It's just, are they going to eat too much contract? So there's an iteration that's Conley, Bojan, and Rudy Gay, and I do believe That's not the greatest deal there is, because if you add Rudy Gay, if you add Conley, you're adding salary for next year. So you're adding around what 24 something for Conley, and also you're adding 6 mil on because next year is a player option for Rudy Gay. So if I'm the Lakers, I would probably try not to. If I'm being totally honest, I would rather not have Conley in this deal. However, if it's a make or break it, I wouldn't be hung up on it if it's only going to cost you one pick. If it's going to cost you one pick and that pick is protected,
I want to
I'll do
be.
whatever deal you want to do. That's because the end of the day, you need to give this team a chance. You need to give this team an opportunity to compete. And right now, as constructed, there is no way this team is competitive
I want to be
at all.
devil's advocate with you
Sure,
right
go
now.
ahead.
So and I don't want to like. I'm gonna throw that out here right here first, guys. I'm not okay with the Conley trade, but I'm gonna play devil's advocate with Tony here.
Sure,
So
this is going
if
to be
we
the
need
opposite.
if we need shooting, right? We're us Lakers fans are complaining about shooting and how we need shooting. Why is it that other than obvious reasons of like contract and I guess riddling injuries with Conley, I mean, wouldn't he technically be the perfect fit aside LeBron James?
Wait, you mean Conley?
Yeah, Mike Conley.
No. Whoa, wait. I am talking about contracts.
Yeah,
Players aside, like
yeah, and
you
it's gonna
take out
tie
the
in.
contract.
It's gonna tie into the contract eventually. Because
Yeah,
I mean, if you're trying to maximize, I guess LeBron James years and you really want Russ gone, if you play Conley 10 to 15 minutes and kind of just ignore the contract just for the next 2 years, wouldn't you technically be maximizing LeBron James next 2 years with a Conley kind of on the bench or come in to play 10 to 15 minutes? I mean, is it really that? What I'm trying to say is, it really that bad where you're willing to hold on to Russ for another year? I mean, if you kind of look to the reason why I say that is because like there's a lot of specifically like Laker Nation, right? We'll just throw them out there. They're kind of a little bit okay with, I guess, it always ties back into the contract. But if we really want Russ gone, would is there okay, like would you find it like, I don't know, like I you get what I'm trying to say, right? Like,
I know what you're trying to say. Yeah,
is his contract really that bad to where you could keep where you justify keeping Russ is okay? Like, is it really that bad? Like, is it truly really that bad where justifying keeping Russ for another year is okay?
I would suggest no. It's not. It really isn't bad. It's just you have to think about what are you trying to do for the Lakers. You're trying to win now. Is Conley going to help you win now? Of course. Oh,
We got a
hi.
special guest today.
We got a special guest. Hey, buddy. Hi.
Say hi.
our third co-host is here. Like our third host.
Close the door.
Yeah. Hey
Close the door.
guys, just so you know, understand, we are two dads, so we have family, but and sometimes life happens. So
Yeah, give me 1 second.
you're fine. You're fine. But going back to the whole Utah and going back to what Allan was saying, yes, if you take the perspective of is Conley better, of course, like Conley is better right now as his fit is concerned with LeBron James. Now, there's people that say no, you want to have LeBron James as your point guard. Of course, you want to have him as your point guard, but you can't have him as your point guard for the
Yeah.
entire 48 minutes or
'Cause
for the entire game. So it's only on the closing 5 minutes and the closing 3 minutes that you see LeBron
Yeah.
hogging the ball a bit more, because that's how he rolls. That's how you are effectively trying to win a game. You put the ball in your best player's hands. but you can't put it in every single, in every
Every
single set.
set or situation or whatever game,
Yeah, you
every game.
can't. So that's why for those who say, like, why did we ever get Schroeder? Why did we ever get Westbrook? Is because this man is turning like to season 20. He can't really go doing all a season of running back and forth,
Yeah,
dribbling the ball, setting up the
that's what I'm
offense.
trying to. Maybe I'm trying to change your mind about the Conley trade because
The Conley so here's the thing: if I can avoid it for contract purposes, I would rather have
like, what's your
Clarkson
sticking point?
than,
Is it the second pick? Like, what if it was heavily protected? Like super heavily. Let's just say it's top 5
so
lottery
I was
protected.
so just a perspective. I was very biased on the second pick. Like, I was trying to, because the fan in me, I was like, F them picks, F them picks, F them picks, get the deal done because I want Russell Westbrook out of my team. But at the end of the day, if they want to have cap flexibility and they want to be competitive now, I would try my every best to put that first round pick to get the best deal possible for just one. Because there is something here is, if you put two first round picks, you have nothing to back up. Like, you're tied behind your back,
You shit out of
basically.
luck.
Yep, you're shit out of luck. Yep, yeah, because you don't have
Ooh,
anything. You
Tony
don't have
cuss,
anything else.
guys.
Yeah.
Comment below. Tony
Oh boy.
cuss.
Oh boy. Yeah, I am a stickler for the language. I'm sorry. If my wife is watching this, I apologize. So, because she does watch, so just for references purposes. But yeah, the whole thing here is that second round pick. I mean, that second first round pick. I wouldn't I wouldn't put it in any of these deals personally. I would try to do seconds. I would try to get some sort of compromise, because you are eating salary. You are helping facilities cap relief. You are doing a lot of things helpful for the Utah. But again, I can see a point where there's a deal. What's it called? We are a little disillusioned, or what's the word? It's what I'm trying to say is, some crazy Laker fans, or people perceive Laker fans to be crazy to a point.
Delusional.
Delusional. There you go. And it's because we kind of want four players for one player. And let's be frank, if it happens, great. But realistically, it's gonna be the minimum, like maximum
We
three
probably have to give up another player, and we
to make the
probably have
math
to give up
work.
that pick.
And yeah, it doesn't, because like, people are saying, like, for Vanderbilt, and don't get me wrong, I would be ecstatic if we get Vanderbilt, and if
That's a project though too as well.
that's exactly, and he's a great asset, because here's another thing that I
Yeah, we
wouldn't
could.
mind even burning the two picks also. Like, if and this is me pivoting a bit, if I would have Vanderbilt and it would cost me two picks, and let's say it's a pick swap or something like that, hey, let's do it. Because here's the thing: if you want to maximize LeBron's tenure as a Laker, you kind of have to figure out, you need role players. You need young role players. You need to develop. So that's why a Cole Swider, a SPJ, a Austin Reeves, and now if you get a Vanderbilt, like, though, that's a young core of players that, if they develop experience, you can put them and plug in with LeBron James, and you can have your role players. So
Yep.
it's just this thing where we don't want to be in the situation where we've been like last year, where we're just filling up the roster with veteran minimums. That makes no sense. We
Yeah.
can't do it. And LeBron James is not the LeBron James of Miami or of Cleveland, that he can carry a shitty team to the playoffs. He's not
Yeah.
that guy anymore. He's a very good player. Like, he's probably he's in my eyes, he's top three. Even if he's tired, he's probably top five.
Yeah,
He's that
dude.
he's that good of a
He's
player.
that good player, but still, he
Yeah,
definitely like, what's the word I'm looking for? He definitely defies like the word.
he defies. Yes,
A
like
lot
like
of what's
what's
that word? This is a word that he defies.
Father Time,
Not Father of Time. It's another one.
Logic.
No, I can't think of. I cannot think about it right now. I don't know why.
All right, he'll circle back on
Yeah, I
that.
have to circle back on the word, but this guy, like, this guy's playing like he's in year 25, like or like he's 25 years old. What I mean.
Yeah.
So that he, I don't know. He's definitely top five in the league right now, and arguably you can say he was MVP last year. So especially for his age, that would have been huge. That would have been huge. He would have been, the last 2 years, definitely. Like I definitely can argue that he was an MVP candidate.
For sure.
So
Yeah. And that's
he just can't do he just can't do it on a daily basis like he was trying to do last year. Like you could see he's gassed, you could see he's tired or whatever the case may be, but he just can't. He's not 25 years old anymore. So we need to maximize LeBron's chances to actually compete, because that mindset of trying to play just for the playoffs, as me as a Laker fan, like literally we just eat, live, and breathe championships, and you want to just kind of play for the playoffs. I don't know, that this doesn't really make any. It doesn't make much sense to me. Like I don't know how that conversation would go. You go up to LeBron and be like, "Hey, we're just gonna try to play for the playoffs." Like LeBron's facial expression, I couldn't imagine what that would be. So that conversation, I don't really think went down like everyone thinks. Like, oh, they're only playing for the no. Like you got LeBron James and Anthony Davis on your roster. You're definitely trying to compete for a title because they're still the 1-2 best punch in the league right now,
Yep.
arguably. So I I was kind of in the mindset of like kind of keep the picks and um I guess run it back maybe with Russ because it might work. Maybe I was kind of being a little optimistic, not too optimistic. I wasn't like crazy about it. But deep down, I was like, maybe, But now I'm on the mindset of like, I've always actually been on the Utah, like, go trade for Bogey, go get, Clarkson, go get Beasley or Vanderbilt, go get you a couple of players from over there. It
Right.
feels, it feels everything that you need, everything, like literally everything that you need, and it makes you competitive. Like this whole Bogey, like he's not
Yeah.
that good, or nah, man, I think he's definitely proved himself that he can be a role player. Also with Clarkson, like I wouldn't mind seeing Clarkson back in LA. Like he's a 6-man sharpshooter, like a microwave shooter that we need off the bench. He covers, you getting two of those actually with Bogey and Clarkson, and that covers your shooting that you need off the bench, starting, closeouts. You got two respectable 3-point shooters on your team. And then you're adding maybe like a Beasley or a Vanderbilt or I guess a Conley in the situation. And I guess the contract, like it all goes back to the contract with Conley. That's the only like shitty part about it, right? Let's just be frank about it. So
Yeah.
the player himself, I think it would be a good fit. He's a little older, so you definitely have to kind of load manage him. But hey, I mean, if that's what's going to cost the Lakers to try to at least compete for a championship, so be it. Like that's kind of my mindset right now. Like if that gives us a more of a chance to win the championship, and they kind of truly believe that, I'm going to stand behind our team and respect that decision, because I think it does give us a chance, like a 1-2 punch. Like we got shooting, we got a little bit of size. There is some veteran. They know how to compete in the playoffs. They know what it's like to play in the playoffs. We've seen Clarkson and LeBron play well off each other already, so we know that works. We can speculate. We haven't seen Bogey and LeBron, but the ideal fit, the size, the type of play that we've seen Bogdanovich play, he completely fits with LeBron. Like it's almost like almost too perfect. So
Yep.
it definitely gives us a real. I don't believe this consensus of people saying that doesn't make us a contender. I think it gives us a chance, like it gives us a chance. It gives us a fighting chance to actually play in the playoffs, like get in there, because you're right now. We're barely like our mindset is like we're not even gonna get to the playoffs. Like that's kind of the mindset that I get right
I
now.
mean, if everything clicks for the West, like everybody's
Yeah,
clicking, like
yeah. The
and
West is completely
it's
stacked this year.
yeah, and
Everybody's coming
that's
back. Like
yeah.
people are coming back from injuries. We got Kawhi coming back. I would assume 100% healthy. He might even not play in the beginning of the season, but he's going to come back. He's going to be pretty healthy. He's going to be like riding a bike, so you could expect him to play really well. You got Jamal Murray coming back. I don't know,
Michael Porter Jr.
Michael. Yeah, you got Jamal Murray coming back, and I don't know. I don't know like how he can bounce back, but I mean, he was. You look back in the bubble and you look back last season, there, dude, he was playing really good. Like definitely in like maybe an uprising. I don't want to say star, but definitely an uprising player for sure. Like someone to keep an eye on. Um, you also got Michael Porter Jr. coming back. Hopefully he can stay healthy. If he can stay healthy, dude, Denver is gonna be a pretty solid team. So I mean, the West is pretty stacked. I mean, the Phoenix Suns are still kind of a team you got to look out for. Hopefully, they can keep their locker room
Yeah.
pretty good and pretty stacked or pretty healthy. Watch out for the Pelicans, man. They they went to the playoff or they went to the play-ins and played pretty good. Uh, pretty good last season, and they're getting what's his name back, Zion back this season. So and they got CJ McCollum, so it's gonna be and they got Willie Green. Like Willie Green was a pretty good coach last year, and
Yeah,
he showed great resilience, like coming in to like trying to trying to play against the Suns and stuff like that. Like it was definitely fun to watch them play. So it's gonna be really fun to actually watch them play this season. So the West is gonna be actually pretty stacked. So if we can't at least get some role players, I don't really see with currently constructed. I don't really see us even. We're definitely a play-in team, man, and it's I don't like that's not. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't like that's not fun to watch.
it's not. It's not.
So
And
and this,
and another word, Portland, even though they've been silent, but they have a nice roster there. Like
yeah, they
when
have a
when you
nice.
really
Yeah,
look,
they do actually too. Like I didn't even talk
so
about Portland. So
yeah, it's
they
nine.
picked up Jeremy Grant. Like
Yep. You
who
have
else did they get?
they have already Anthony Simons.
Yeah,
They
they got
have
Anthony Simons.
They got Nurkic.
They got
They have a
Dame
couple of other.
still. Who else did did
They
they
have
pick?
Hart too. There.
Was it
Um,
Portland picked up? Was it Gary Payton that they picked up, or was it
Payton.
the
They got
other one?
no,
Okay,
no,
so it was Gary
Payton.
Payton, right? Yeah, so they
Yeah,
got Gary Payton too. So like
yeah. That
defensively, they look okay. Like uh offensively, I don't know. I'm gonna have to watch them because I didn't really like watch a lot of Portland games last season.
yep.
I am gonna check them out this season though because
They
they
have
picked up a couple of players that I do want to see how they develop and how that because it's the West, so there's even OKC looks okay. You know what I'm saying? Like
correct. Yeah,
so and they had a pretty high defensive rating last year. So I don't the West is stacked.
it
Like
is.
that's
Like
that's
on
literally
paper,
what I'm saying. Like
it's
on paper, it's
yeah,
stacked. It's gonna be a grind in the West. Like and the Lakers. I mean, with the healthy LeBron and healthy AD, anything's possible. But we gotta
yep,
get these guys help.
yep.
We gotta
Because
get them help. Like I don't like in a perfect world, sure. Thomas Bryant, Lonnie Walker, and Austin Reeves and JTAs and Damian Jones in the world will win a championship. But like, what are the what are those odds?
we are lacking wings. Let's
So
be real. We are lacking
we're
wings.
literally with
We're
that
lacking
roster, we're
shooting.
one injury,
So
away from tanking.
yeah, if let's say God forbid, but something happens to JTA, something happens to Troy Brown, who are we gonna rely? Like we have a lot of guards.
Yeah. Sorry for the
It's
rant.
no. You're
And I'm
fine.
so
You're fine.
calm right now too.
Well, hey,
I
that's
wasn't.
that's the experience coming in. You are you're legitimately going through what a Laker phase rant is. Like it's really bad. But no, honestly, I agree with everything you said. It's gonna be tough, and to and I don't know if this person watches this, but Shubs, if you are, great spaces the last time you did one, kind of like give this team a shot, give yourself a shot. I think that topic resounds very well to what the Lakers have to do for LeBron James, because honestly, you can't expect LeBron James and AD to go in front of all of that West. Look at how stacked they are, and not give them the opportunity to compete, because a Pat Bev move, which sacrificed one of your wings and sacrifice the little wing depth you have to get Pat Bev, that means that, you know, it's not a move to give that team a chance. So I do want to give, Shubs a shout out, because honestly, from the Twitter side, he's probably what's keeping the Lakers fan sanity in check, or at least kind of giving a little bit of hope, or a little bit of hope that a deal can get done. And going to close this up, but wanted to get your get your feedback, man. What, now that we talked all this, where's our head at? Are we thinking that this is gonna get done? Because honestly, this is all speculation. It's
It's all speculation.
look, like in this recording, we just saw in IG, in Instagram, the Lakers posting and Austin Reeves hugging Westbrook, and probably half of Laker Nation kind of vomited a bit on that.
I could show it to you guys too if you were unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm probably see the power of
I posted
editing.
that today 54 minutes ago. Look at that.
Yeah,
Can you see it?
Yep, I can see that. It's not, but yeah. For those who are not watching, it's and hearing this on Spotify or other yep, 54 minutes ago.
Minutes ago, guys.
So it's this thing, man. Like when you really think about it. What are you doing?
My camera went blurry. It's okay.
We're not sponsored by Apple.
Yeah, we're not sponsored by Apple. We're not sponsored. We're not sponsored, guys.
so now that we know all that and we got the photos, man, what's your take? Are you thinking like Russ will be traded before training camp? Or let me reword this question, and I'm not gonna type it out, but is Russ gonna be traded? Like generally, like is it gonna be before the start of the season or whatnot?
Camera would get back to. Let's see if I can get it to focus on my face real quick. Did it? No, I did it. Damn it.
Well,
I'm all blurry now.
We got a blurry Allan.
Let's see.
Oh, that sucks.
There, it's starting to go. Okay, I'm not as blurry. So that's that. There it goes.
There it goes. Yeah. So Elgato or
sorry for the distraction, guys.
Or any other sponsors. If you want to sponsor us for video equipment, please do so.
Oh yeah, we're definitely open for sponsors. I would love a sponsor. That'd be like a dream come true, to be honest.
Honestly, yeah. All right.
So do I think Russ is? Yeah. Apologize for the technical difficulties there, but it's all part of the bullshit. So
exactly.
Do I think he's gonna get traded, man? You know what? I'm gonna hold some optimistic for you, because I think you don't think he's gonna get traded. So yeah, I actually do think he's gonna get traded. What the package is exactly, I don't think it's gonna be 4 players. Let's kind of be on. I mean, if it is 4 players, then we can say bye to both of those picks, whether they're protected swaps or heavy protections or whatever. They're probably both gone. And I could probably even see like another player being thrown in there, so like a Wenyan or Kendrick Nunn with Russ to get 4 players, to get the 4 players back. So that's what I think on that. And if we get 3 players, maybe we just see Russ with the 1 pick. and we get those
Yeah.
3 players. So yeah, I do think he does get traded. So I don't know the complete details of the package. I'm just speculating and gonna hold heavy optimistics for us Lakers fans. And
Yeah.
yeah, say that he does get traded because I truly think you don't think he's gonna get traded. I think you think he's coming back, right?
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing with when it comes to this, and you can look. I mean, we've all been inspired by Lakers Nation, but you can look at their commentary. You can look at other people's other professionals, and though I am in the bandwagon of give this team a chance, and I do want a trade to happen because there's a difference between want and what I think is going to happen. That's two different things. And the thing is, like, when you look at it, does it move the needle enough? Are the Lakers are in a position that they're probably going to gamble and be like, well, they may have even insider information to be like, you know what? There's probably going to be 2 or 3 stars. I don't know. Maybe this is us just me speculating, but that are available in the trade deadline, or that there's going to be a more appealing package for us. So I'm not 100% sure that they are committed to sending out Russ. If anything, they've positioned themselves very nicely to give Darvin Ham a shot. So right now, I'm in the Russ is coming home again part two, and with the you won't break my soul, you won't break my soul, and I'm gonna play that song every single time he misses, because honestly, it's gonna be chaotic. But and let me say this: this team has the possibility and the potential to be good. We're still missing a roster spot number 14. We are still October 18 is the first season game. We are literally how many days? 7 days from LeBron's supposed minicamp from confirmed Cole Swider. So there is time for something to happen. Don't get me wrong. There's time. The likelihood of that happening all depends on Utah. I think the Lakers have played this beautifully to the point that they're basically trying to see, okay, this is our offer. Call us when you say yes. That's how I think they're operating, because they're I don't think they're in a position, or I think they've decided that there's nothing in the landscape, there's nothing out there currently at this stage to merit 2 picks. So every conversation is about that first pick. So does the deal get done? I don't think so. Can it get done? Absolutely. So that's my absolute BS take of the day. So or my B. You know what? That's going to be a segment for now. We're going to have a BS take.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
down with that.
we're gonna have a BS take and probably a BS question. So, but that's gonna be for another episode, because
Hell yeah.
we're already 57 minutes into this,
I know,
probably an
right?
hour.
Always
Uh,
supposed to be quick,
always,
and it always ends up being an hour long. Sorry,
but it's
guys, but
nah,
we definitely appreciate you guys for watching.
yeah.
Please like, share, and subscribe to the ABS podcast. Please, we definitely love it. If you guys want to be on the show, shoot us a comment, shoot us a DM. You can follow us at Anthony_Vega86. Me at the Blunted One. Um, Tony, it's always a pleasure to actually be on the show. You know it. So,
Thank you.
guys, we definitely appreciate you guys for sure. For tuning in. I, next episode, I don't know what's gonna be on. It's definitely gonna be some BS.
So
And we
yeah,
got some segments to add in. So
so yeah, just for all those who are listening still, if you're still here listening, just so you understand, we're also going to do some lives. So we're doing some lives, well, not lives, but we're going to do some called roundtables, where we have multiple fans, maybe from multiple teams, and just discuss some Lakers basketball, some basketball in general, hoops, and just see where the conversation leads. We're going to start posting those things on Spotify and podcasts is all over, and you're probably going to see it also here. Not maybe not on Friday, but who knows if by Saturday or something like that. So probably that's something that gets consistent. Don't hold me to it, but Alan, it's always a pleasure. And I wanted to end on this note: prepare for the worst, hope for the best.
Yep.
So, take care, guys.
Take care.
Peace out.